Okay, so again, good evening. Ron Type here. So as usual, I'm still doing some test streams, and I've for the meantime I've tried some noise canceling, and I am hoping that in this stream, the electric fan noise has been mostly filtered out. And so we will be going through the last part of my weeb life, or at least a summary of it. So I believe we left off when I finally returned here in Asian Mexico, in which I have to, well, because I've been away most of the time since I've transferred to my current job. So this will be the uh, first, I believe, that I will be long term here in Asian Mexico while working for the company. But well, given the situation we are in, it didn't last a year in which I had to go from home to office and vice versa to work. And I believe we left up to one of my last major web activity, and what will be it. So remember that I mentioned in one of my streams. I think this would be a two streams from now, in which I went to Singapore and then attended a mini live there, among other things. So, given that I've mentioned that they've been doing this convention every year back there in Singapore, so of course, 2019, they're at it again. And well, luckily, I mentioned, I believe I mentioned the last time that I was booted out of the project, but it wasn't really all that negative or disadvantage for me, especially that the next project that I was assigned to wasn't really so weren't really so hard on taking vacation leaves. And so with that, I think it was at least 3 months prior to the event. I was able to mention that I was going to take my 5 day leave. And again, around the end of November, and of course, it will reach to December. And well, that's also the last year that my sister is staying in Singapore. So luckily, I still have my free lodging when I got there. So as usual, I tried to watch some anime movies as much as possible. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this last stream, but since I forgot to renew, no, not forgot, but I simply failed to renew my VIP membership to a certain convention. I am able to avail of the VIP ticket for their convention, which I usually attend. So well, I had to skip that. Well, at least I get to save some money. And so with that, I had to make it as much fun as possible in Singapore again, Suntec Center. I did a little planning as I did go there. I believe the day before the actual uh, the actual first day, and I didn't really, and I made it to schedule that I'll have some little lead time because I believe back then uh, I uh, I went to Singapore around night, so that would mean a less time for me to rest. But this time I have ample rest as I believe I had for to go there early, so I have to wake up. And fortunately, my sister's roommate is a little accommodating, so I was able to manage by myself. And of course, I was able to withdraw internationally, so I would have some Singaporean dollars to spend. And what else? So, well, there it is, the first day. There are many activities that I wanted to go to. So it's either that I went to the main staging area. It's also the same area in which the mini concerts are held or will be held. And then, of course, I have to roam around, search some merchandise and promos. And fortunately, I was able to catch some. For example, that 2019, no, 2018 was the year when that slime anime was aired. But it is also a feature anime there in the convention. So given that, I'm not sure which day, but you have to purchase a certain amount of goodies of merchandise. Depending on that amount, you will get a number of tries so that you can pick lots, and one of those lots will award you a meet and greet session with the voice actor and actress of that anime. So I forgot the seiyuu of Ranga. I believe it's Kobayashi. And as for Rimuru, I believe it was Okazaki Miho. And for that, I didn't really need to go early, unlike during 2017, to get my signed autograph from Kiyono Yasuno. And I believe I also went to buy a Fana album. And fortunately, I wasn't able to have it sign it because I'm not, for some reason, I'm not sure how I found that out, but they were signing, they were holding a meet and greet or just signing, I think. And yes, fortunately, I get my signed album. I think the title is Stories. And also, unlike the last convention that I've attended, of course, that's also the one. They've also held the meet and greet sessions for various artists or voice actresses. I believe first that was Tano Asada from Zombieland Saga, and then there was who was it? I'll try to remember it. I should be able to remember. I believe she is a primary voice for Hatsune Miku. She also voiced Inami in Working. Who was it? Uh, just give me time to remember it. or maybe I'll just Google it. Uh, what the heck? I'll just Google it. Let me check. So maybe it's time that I'll hmm, that to see if how I am sharing this. Oh crap! How could I have forgotten that? So okay, this is it. And since I am taking a trouble of sharing, so might as well search which convention. So as you can see, this is C3 AFA Singapore 2019, and this would be her, Saki Fujita. So okay, I guess so far uh, my the sharing is working, so might as well stop. I believe another one would be, well, since I was able to win a lottery on the meet and greet with the slime anime voice actor and actresses, so I was able to go there through too. I mentioned earlier who are the voice actresses and voice actors. And then there's also the Idol Master mainstay, the voice of Amami Haruka, which is Nakamura Eriko. So happened that coincidentally at that time, it's I think it's a few weeks or days since she got married. And then finally, since they were also featuring, I remember a certain scientific railgun. So also Shirai Kuroko's voice actress, who is Arai Satomi. Of course, that meet and greet is a little bit more memorable because I've tried to lure her into a little skit because there is the host is named Shino, and she happened to play Hataranko in Seto Kayako Indomo. So I am trying to lure her into a skit, and unexpectedly, yes, I was able to get her to voice the impression of Hataranko. So that was great. And what else? Of course, unlike the last AFA 2000, which is back in 2017, I was able to win the autographs, signed poster autographs from each day. But since I had to attend the meet and greet sessions, I had to sacrifice one of them, which is from Juna. So I had the other one. So thanks to that kind of person who took trouble to line up and get the signed poster for me. And then the other two during the first day, that was, I think, Uchida Maaya. I'm not sure if this is the case, but she is the Chuni goddess. Well, the Cinderella girl, Kanzaki Ranko, and the Takanashi Rika from Chunibyo Love and Delusions. Well, as if you can remember that Chunibyo Love and Delusions, I watched that movie back in Osaka. So yes, she's also voiced that, but she's also a singer. So in that short time, I tried to greet her in a little bit tuny fashion. And as for the third day, as much as I like the other artists, I believe back then there was Ohashi Ayaka and Tadokoro Azusa. I've been wanting to meet Chihara Minori, so I picked her, and yeah, no regrets there. But then during those concerts, I'm not sure if it's because I didn't have a warm up, but uh, I got a little too tired, and I didn't really finish the first and second day Millie live concerts. I was only able to finish the Friday because I had the Energy Plus. Well, it was special. They had the encore of all the Flying Dog artists. There were four of them. I believe there was Tadokoro, Ohashi, Main, and Chihara. So at that point, I guess I'm not into otaku entertainment anymore. I guess it's kind of feel tired actually. I've kind of experienced it during the last animelo that I participated back in 2015. I don't regret them. It's just that I'm not really that excited anymore. Kind of dull. So for the rest of the day, since that was those 3 days were Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and based from my experience, I think during 2017, it didn't uh, going back to Asian Mexico the next day is not really a good idea, especially that the vehicle that is available is uh, color coded, and it cannot be used in certain days on certain roads, and those certain roads that the vehicle has to pass to go to the airport. So this time, since I really didn't have much use for my vacation leaves, what I did is I use it as much as possible. So uh, I stayed. I made Monday another of my VL. So at least it I won't be inconvenienced based on my last experience during my during my going back to Asian Mexico. I know if it's kind of a waste. I just I just cramped myself in that apartment. Just I only go out just to eat. By the way, my sister was busy packing, doing some preparations in her business transfer to the non to the quote unquote former prison country, Australia. So yeah, kind of funny. And so you may guess that the next day, which is Tuesday, I am supposed to go back, but it so happened that a storm kind of hit Asian Mexico, so the flight got delayed, and uh, and then my vacation leave was supposed to be only until Tuesday. So my flight got rescheduled a few times until it was rescheduled the early Wednesday. So at least my the company was informed, so it was all right. Although unfortunately, it doesn't really count as emergency leave, though it wasn't really my fault that the flight got delayed. So, well, there goes my first VL. So I guess that would be that would be my last gig activity, major gig activity. Of course, next year, that time, the last anime movie that I watched prior to the lockdown here in Asian Mexico is Konosuba, the Crimson Wizard something, and it so happened that that also the last time that I went into theaters to watch Sonic, and Sonic was not really bad. Then after that, the lockdown, so I've been working from home ever since, which is I am thankful. And then again, I didn't really do much. Of course, I can't go to any conventions. I can't go and watch any movie. Perhaps by now that's still the case for me because of being a pure blood. So, and of course, add to that, last year, I managed to move out and have my own home right now. So, unlike back then, I really didn't have much funds to spare for more weeb activities. So, I guess my activities will be just limited to more on to YouTube watching. I've resigned myself to watching some YouTube manga videos, and well, get some web news here and there. Play some games. So uh, I'm not I'm not really sick compared to 2 weeks ago, but I still don't feel playing going back to Final Fantasy 14. So that may also be one of the geek activity that I'm leaving out for now. So maybe I'll just have to leave it for a while. I don't. maybe I don't feel like going back. So without without engaging in major week activities for me. So what will be next then? I don't know. But for the meantime, maybe I'll just do some streams like this, or maybe learn some video editing so that I can make some content. I am also hoping that this can also be a second source of income. I, uh, I hope that this will not be the alternative, as alternative meaning my paycheck source is kind of shaky, for the lack of term. So, and since I've also bought some tools and software, maybe I'll try making any game. I've tried the Pixel Maker, but I wasn't able to get back on it. And also the Pixel Graphic Maker Asperite, I also bought that. Haven't able to go back to it because I am thinking on how to go through with that. So maybe since I do have so I do have bills to pay, some loans to pay, insurance to pay. So I don't really have that much shekels to spare for anything else. Kind of sad, but I guess it's for the best. So I guess this will be the end of my weeb life. Maybe someday I'll elaborate on this again. And unlike the impromptu that I have been doing so far, I'll do some research to match with what I remember back then until now. So I guess until then, hope you still, for those able who are able to come across in this video, I hope that you look forward to my next video, impromptu. I'm not sure what will be the topic. As much as possible, I want to reserve some hot topics, because although I am still an unpopular YouTuber, who knows if I might get yeeted because of those hot topics. Because having less clout meaning less eyes, meaning a less chance of being reported. So I could uh, I could talk about some hot topics, but who knows? 7 years from now, 4 years from now, if I get popular, I hope I can get more subscribers. Who knows if someday they come across this video and get flagged. But then again, with the clown wood that we are in right now, just about anything that anybody that is saying right now can be counted as problematic and would be subject to false flag or permanent ban. So I guess this will be it. So for those who were able to watch this series of tests about my wave life, thank you very much. I hope you can subscribe to this channel. And of course, I would like to promote the Ruby King's channel. Please subscribe as well as Raging Golden Eagle. And I guess Young Ripa for his campaign, the Ripaverse. So until then, see ya. では、視聴してくれてありがとうございました。次回また会いましょうぜ。